So what's a Chakradance workshop really like? I know I talk a lot about the benefits of doing Chakradance, the transformations that can happen, but I just today feel like coming in and just sharing a little bit about what it feels like, what actually happens in a Chakradance live workshop. You may know that we have live, like in-person workshops, and we also have e-courses that you can do in your own home. Today, I just want to talk a little bit about the in-person workshops so that you can feel into it. And the first thing that our facilitators do is once they've done all their training and everything, is they set up a sacred space. And a lot of work goes into this so that when you turn up for your workshop, when you arrive, first of all, you are always greeted at the door. There's always a soul to soul connection in Chakradance. When you're met at the door, you're brought into a sacred space where a lot of healing work has already happened, a lot of clearing has already happened, a lot of intention setting, all of these different healing practices have gone on, so that when you arrive, the healing starts immediately. We have what we call our arrival music, beautiful, fully composed healing music that's had healing channeled into the creation of it. And you come into this sacred space, into a circle. There's a circle of cushions where other people will come in. And just that in itself, coming out of the crazy busy day or whatever's going on in your life, just to enter this space and arrive. Some people just burst into tears from there. Just like it feels, you know what we hear most? I feel like I'm coming home. Just walking in feels like this coming home. There's a sense of relief. There's a sense of letting go before we even start, because so much goes into the preparation. And then what happens? We always start with a beautiful opening meditation. You know, it's not all chat, chat, busy, busy, talk, talk. It's this beautiful opening meditation to anchor, to fully arrive into the space. And then your facilitator will give you a little bit of a teaching, normally about whether it's, you know, if there's a particular chakra workshop you're doing or it's a whole series you're doing, there's a teaching around the chakra, some really good explanations of the intention you're setting, the kinds of things that might come up for you so that you can feel really safe about what is about to happen. Chakradance is a Jungian-based practice, and we want to feel really safe so that your psyche and your body can relax enough and let go enough to reveal what needs to be revealed for healing. So there's this, setting of the scene in a way so that you know what to expect. You're not kind of like, oh, what's going to happen next? You're fully aware of what is going to happen. And then we always do what we call our warm up. And this is like, quite often it's a beautiful white light moving meditation that we do. And it's just a way of coming gently into the space. It's all in a dark room. Yeah. So you're not, and you dance with your eyes closed. So you can imagine it's normally dark. There might just be some candles. There's normally a beautiful oil burning. So have that sort of feeling. And then the dance is, you close your eyes. Chakradance is done with your eyes closed so that you can bring your awareness inwards. So we do this white light moving meditation just to start gently healing. And then we move into, it's either a dance of all 7 chakras, or it might be a dance, depending on which workshop you're doing, it might be a dance of one specific chakra. And you will be guided. So although the dance is your own free, spontaneous dance, your facilitator will take you on a guided journey. So there'll be like guided visualization. So you'll be led on an inner journey. So taken into an inner scene within your chakra. So for example, in the base chakra, you might be taken into a beautiful forest where there's, you know, you're connecting with the earth and the roots of the tree. And so there's visuals, inner visuals for you to, like a dreamscape for you to go into. And it's like a waking dream. You know, when you have dreams at night and you've got those images, this is like a waking dream. Jung called it like active imagination. It's like dreaming awake. So your facilitator will take you into this inner dreamscape, all to music that's been composed, healing music that's been composed to resonate to the frequency of different chakras. So it's like a soundscape, the soundscape and the dreamscape. And you're guided into this inner world. And then you've got space and time to surrender into that. And different emotions will come up for you. You might have different memories come in. There can be physical sensations. You might get intuitive guidance. You might start to see different colors. It is like a waking dream. It's like an organic unfolding of whatever's in that chakra that's starting to unravel. So if you've got traumas buried or old memories buried or unexpressed emotions, as we're in a particular chakra, in a dreamscape, there's a safety for that to start to rise. It's not in a huge cathartic way. That's not how chakra dance works. It's very gentle. So it's just, the things will start to surface very gently. So you have this whole dance practice. Depending on which workshop you're doing, that's a different amount of time. At the end of the dance, you will have so much energy pulsing around you and through you. We then hold this energy and we anchor it into what we call a mandala art creation. And this is where you hold this energy and you come down to the floor and you pour this energy you've just danced into the circle. And then you use your colored pastels to create an expression of the energy. So it's not about creating a pretty picture or what it looks like. It's still dark. Sometimes you can wear an eye mask if you feel called to do that. So some people have still got their eye masks on, and it's about the expression of it, not about what it actually looks like. And then we work with the mandala. It's like, okay, what's the name of the mandala? What are the feelings that are coming up with this mandala? Does the mandala have a message for you? Does it have a question for you? Because what we've done, we've danced up what's going on in our inner world, and we've now anchored it into the outer world. This is a big part of the Jungian process. The whole premise of Jungian psychotherapy is to form an ongoing relationship between our unconscious and the conscious parts of ourselves, the inner and the outer world. So we've danced all of this up, and then we're anchoring it out into the outer world, and then we work with it. It's not about trying to interpret it or even understand it. It's just information. It's symbolism. And then we have a sharing circle where we have a bit of a talking stick. We might pass the stick around and each person just shares whatever it is. Maybe it's the name of their mandala or a message that came up for them or an emotion that came up for them. It's a time to be witnessed. And again, just to bring out this inner world and anchor it into the outer world. And then your facilitator will always give you some kind of steps that you can then take to continue the work once you step out of the sacred space. It's not just about what happens in that space at all. It's about what have you now activated within you that you can now take out into your outer world. So if you're working with a specific chakra, your facilitator will give you different tips, different things that you can do throughout the week after you've done the dance to keep working with that chakra, encouraging you to do journaling work, encourage you to start taking note of your dreams, giving you information sheets that you can keep working with this chakra. So there's that. And then the final part, once the facilitator's given the tips and how to move on, there's a beautiful closing meditation. And this is the closing of the portal kind of thing. Do you know what I mean? There's been an opening meditation and then we close it. And it's not like we're closing the chakra. That's not what it is. It's about this safety again. Once again, we've been very open through this process. It's about coming back to ground, always anchoring, putting on our protective energy so that we can anchor and integrate the things that have come up for us and take them out into our lives so that when you step back out into the world, out the door, yes, you take some of that sacred space with you. You take some of that sacred energy with you, but you're also going back into your everyday life. I won't call that the real world. I think that's the real world. But you take that out into your everyday life and start to integrate the messages. So I just wanted to try and give you a feeling of what it's like when you come to a class, or to a workshop, to a retreat, to an event, to a festival even. We've got structures that are put in place for each of these so that it's safe, it's sacred, it's deeply healing, and yet it's gentle and it's beautiful. There's a beautiful energy, so sacred and beautiful. It brings up, yes, it can bring up some buried emotion that might be anger or grief, but also a lot of us bury our joy and our hope. And a lot of the positive things get buried as well. So it is about freeing up the beauty as well as the darkness. The beauty comes out with this. So I just wanted to share this in case this resonates for you, or you've been wondering, I wonder what it's actually like to go to a chakra dance workshop. We've got facilitators all around the world. So take a look on our website, find a facilitator, and start your healing journey today. Many blessings.